When it comes to adopting a cat in New York, there are 5 steps. You have to choose an organization, pass the application and interview, find your match, do the meet and greet, and then sign the paperwork and bring them home. When it comes to choosing an organization, there are typically 3 types. 1 is a shelter, 2 is a rescue, and 3 is a hybrid. So the shelter will always have an on-site location that you can visit. They will also have different teams there. They will have a medical team, adoption, foster, matchmaking team, and much more. A rescue, on the other hand, does not have a location, and they're really run by a network of volunteers, fosters, and vets that are willing to help them with their animals. And the third one is what I call hybrids, which are essentially cat cafes. So you may have seen Cat Cafe Brooklyn or Meow Parlor online. And so I call these hybrids because they have a physical location on site that you can go, but they're not really a shelter too. The adoption fee for adult cats tends to be $100 to $200. I think $125 to $150 generally is the average. Once they reviewed your application, there will usually be a Zoom interview and a home tour. And this is just to make sure that they catch any red flags in case you're not actually suitable to have a cat. So some red flags include windows without screens, plants that a cat could access and possibly get poisoned at. So say you pass the adoption and interview process, the next thing is to find a match. So the key thing to remember is that while you're in the application process, they actually don't hold cats for you. There are some exceptions where generally you can work with the foster parent if you saw them online to kind of work out an adoption process, but generally you do want to make sure you're approved to adopt before you can actually go through the process. So the next step is the meet and greet, which differs across organizations. If you chose a shelter, you can drop by on site and just arrange an appointment and go meet the cat. If you're adopting through a rescue, you'll have to coordinate with the foster parent because they don't have the physical location. So it'll be up to you to arrange the logistics with the foster to go visit and to see if they're the match for you. So this is why I think the third model of a cat cafe really is the best model, because you have an on-site location that you can drop in and visit the cat. They've been living there for a few weeks, they're relaxed and they can be themselves. And third, you can make an appointment to drop by anytime. So the last step is to sign the paperwork and arrange a pickup. It's important to remember that in New York, until you sign the contract, you actually do not legally own the pet. And so after you do that process, they will give you all the medical history, all the paperwork, they'll give you a copy of everything so that as a new owner, you can kind of run off with your pet and get on with your life. All right, so I hope that helps, and I'll see you around.